Hi guys! In this episode of RateK, I am really excited to be reacting to MCND's new album, which is named after its title track, or maybe vice versa, depending on how you look at it, that being the album Odd Venture. And I was really pleasantly surprised with the title track of this album. It was really fun, really playful, really melodic, exactly the kind of music that I want to hear from them, which is in stark contrast to my experience with Dreamcatcher earlier. Although for you, it's probably going to be in the future because I'm going to have to upload this video and my, in general, MCND reactions much sooner compared to when I'm going to be posting the Dreamcatcher reaction. So I guess keep in mind what you hear here for whenever I release my reaction to Dreamcatcher's OOTD and that album as a whole. But yeah, I really enjoyed the title track. It was perfectly MCND, and I'm really excited to get into the B-sides and see what kind of quality we're going to get from amongst them. Is it going to be the same kind of vibe as the title track? Is it going to be as good as the title track? I really hope so. And we have a decent amount of songs to check out. There's 4 songs, those being Run, Treasure, Loosen Up, and Cruise. And pretty much all of them have music videos, or as they're called, track videos from MCND's channel themselves. So that's the videos I'm going to be using, not lyric videos, but I'm pretty sure that at least one of those kind of constitutes lyric videos. So I guess we're gonna have to get into it and find out which are gonna be proper music videos ish kind of things, and which are gonna be just visualizations, I guess. Before we get into it though, I do want to quickly remind you that I would really appreciate it if you guys could help me out with my transition by donating to my Patreon, my Ko-fi account, or my PayPal, because for those of you who didn't know, I am trans, and by doing so, you also get access to the ability to demand me to do K-pop reactions, be it to a specific music video, a specific album, or potentially the whole artist's discography. If you don't want to spend any money on it though, that's fine. You can still recommend and suggest stuff in the comments down below, but the only sure way to make me react to something is by subscribing to the specific tier I've created for it. And yeah, I also want to give a huge shout out to my good friend Yuri for requesting this reaction. He's a great friend of mine, and he's a big fan of MCND as much as I am, and he always knows the songs that I am going to be enjoying. He really knows my taste at this point, but obviously I would have still reacted to MCND because I am a big fan of theirs, even if I kind of overlook them a little bit in favor of some other groups that are just darker and edgier, which is something I prefer, than happier, which is what kind of, and lighter and brighter sound, which is what MCND kind of does. But I still like them, so I would have definitely reacted to it anyway, but at least he made it happen sooner, so big thanks to my good friend Yuri for that. Anyway, enough chit chat, let's get into what you're here for, which is my reaction to MCND's Odd Venture album. So without further ado, let's start off the reaction with MCND's Run in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, I'm liking that already, what the hell? Is this gonna be another banger? Maybe even better than the title track, dude, what the hell? I love his deep ass voice. Those vocals though, oh my god, what the fuck? This is debatably genuinely better than even the title track. What the fuck did I just get into? I'm blown away. I'm so blown away, dude. I'm gonna listen to this song for sure. Like, this is already a proper 10 out of 10. Like, I'm blown away. Not that the Adventure, like, title track music video wasn't like a 10 out of 10, but this one is what I usually use 10 out of 10 for, when I'm mind blown, completely mind blown. Oh my god, this is so good! That chorus is fucking amazing, dude. What the fuck? I'm sorry I'm swearing so much. I'm just so shocked and mind blown. This is amazing. This might be their best comeback to date. Oh my god, this is so good! Now I'm really excited to see the rest of it as well. I really hope this is not the peak. I really hope that we keep going up and 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 we never hit the ceiling. Because this was fucking amazing, dude. What the hell? What the hell? Like, seriously, what the hell? Like, I'm speechless. I'm straight up speechless at how good this is. I frequently might joke or hope that the songs, once I get into the B-sides of like a group's comeback, that we're gonna start off like with another banger. Like, frequently I want the songs in the B-sides to be as good, if not better, than the title tracks, and I hope or have the expectations and I pray that they are gonna be like that. But rarely does it happen to be so blatant as here. Rarely does it happen for the songs, or at least so far, the song, to be genuinely like so mind-blowingly good, man. That melody, that hook, those vocals, that chorus, it's amazing. I like this chorus even more than the title tracks. And I love the title track's chorus. It was great, it was catchy, it was fun, it was awesome, but this is even better, man. What the hell? Like, this easily could have been the title track, in my opinion. The only thing that you will have to work on a little bit is the rap parts felt a little bit weaker than the vocals. Just didn't feel quite as engaging, but that's fine. That's fine. First of all, because the chorus is so amazing, so I don't care how, like, not interesting the rest of the song would be. I would just listen to it for the chorus, but I still like the rest of the songs. Like, the rapping wasn't bad or anything. It just didn't catch me and shock me as much as the freaking chorus. Because that chorus is probably their best chorus to date. I love it. It's amazing. It's heavenly. It's 10 out of 10. Right off the bat, we have a 10 out of 10. I'm so blown away. I don't even know what else to say about this. It's so good. And if I wasn't busy with reacting to a lot more songs today, I would 100% have reacted to this one a second time. Just to listen to it again, because it's just that good. But I don't have the time for that, because after this, there's like 10, 17 songs to react to, so I have to move on quick. So, yeah. This one is a 10 out of 10. Let's continue that streak with the next song, Treasure, in 3, 2, 1. I don't know if this is going to be a 10 out of 10, but it's definitely still a pretty catchy song so far. They're definitely doing something more vocal heavy for this comeback, which I kind of appreciate, honestly.
말도 안 되는 상상들의 현실로 만들어봐.
Man, who has a deeper voice, this guy or Felix? Honestly, I still am enjoying this song so freaking much. Yeah, it's not 10 out of 10, but it's still really, really fun and enjoyable. I'm really thinking this is gonna be their best album to date. Okay. This was another pretty fun song. It was definitely more on the chill side of things, and it was definitely more of like a casual bop, but I honestly still had a lot of fun with it. There was still some parts that I really enjoyed. So we're still on the track of like this being one of their best albums. I believe their last like this good of an album, was it the Crush album? I think it was. Give me a second to look up the songs from the Crush album. No, that's not the one that I'm thinking of. What album was the song "Not Over" from? No, it is that one. Okay, it is that one. Yeah, yeah. This might be their best album since Crush. Maybe even better than Crush so far. It's definitely, I guess, maybe more on the vocal side of things, which it's kind of weird for me to like be as into as I am, considering how usually it's kind of the opposite way. Like I prefer whenever groups like do more hard hitting things and rap heavy stuff rather than them leaning more into the vocals. But so it kind of feels a little bit hypocritical for me to say that I like this vocal heavy thing of this like really good rap focused group, but I do kind of enjoy it more. At least it's like easier to listen to, and regardless, I think it's at least as good. I'm not gonna say whether it's ultimately better or not, because I have to have listened to all of these songs for as long as I have for that MCND album. But it's definitely up there for me. I really like it. It's really good. But yeah, for me, this song in terms of its rating, it's definitely not a 10 out of 10, but it's not too far behind in terms of it, in terms of the rating. I think I'm going to give it an 8.7 out of 10. It could have been as high as 9.3 out of 10 if the chorus was a little bit better, because I find it somewhat boring, especially compared to the previous two choruses that we've just listened to. But it's still fine, it's still enjoyable, it's still really mellow and chill and boppy, and I like it. I do like it. I'm definitely not gonna skip it whenever I'm listening to this album, but I'm also not necessarily gonna go out of my way to listen to this one, if that makes any sense. Like, it's not that exciting of a song, but it's still good, and I'm still satisfied with how good it is. And regardless, we still have two more songs to get into that could easily like surpass this song and just shove it into the ground and make me completely forget that it exists. But let's get into it. Let's continue and see how I'm gonna feel about the next two songs. So without further ado, let's get into Loosen Up in 3, 2, 1.
음악 좋고 잘 됐고, 내 몸에 지금 이 비트 들어왔고, 몸에 근데 왜 힘이 빠지는 거 같지? 이거 맞나? 힘 풀고
온몸에 힘을 풀어 listen up yeah listen up yeah listen up 목에 힘좀 풀어 listen up yeah listen up yeah listen up 다 별거 아니야 illusion yeah illusion yeah illusion 태어난 김에 좀 즐기자고 알았지 안 그래도 박스잖아 모든 걸 계산하면서 사는 저 세상 사람들 얼마나 높게 갈라고
Yeah, this is the more rap heavy song of the album. Not surprised. You can really tell with the titles of the songs which ones are gonna be what kind of and what style of song. Or at least I can tell that. I love that it's still kind of playful though. Ooh, this part is good. Yeah, I think this one is gonna be a grower for sure. Because now that I'm hearing some of these verses a second time, it sounds better. At first it was a little bit but on the second hearing of the verses definitely sounded better and more engaging. It's kind of the same situation as with Treasure, you know? Why does that melody reminds me of something? Why does it sound reminiscent of something? It sounds familiar as hell. Yeah, that na 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 na.
아니 형 갑자기 가서 재밌는 거 왜 찾아요?
Is that some kind of a nursery rhyme melody or something?
밖에 못해? 어?
아 MCND 해야지. 그래 MCND 해야지.
그래 해야지.
Okay, this song is growing on me a lot already. Okay. Honestly, at first I was gonna give this song a lower rating than Treasure because it felt a little bit... I mean, I don't know. I've said before in my music video reaction and maybe even earlier in this video how I think MCND are at their best when they are more melodic. When they still do hard hitting and rap heavy, but they're also more melodic. I think that's when they really kill it. And I feel like for me, this song lacked a little bit of that melodicness, which kind of made me not like it as much. It felt a little bit too maybe too hip-hoppy for my actual taste, because I personally like hip-hop flair, but I don't like straight up hip-hop song, if that makes any sense. That's why I don't listen to American hip-hop songs, and I listen to K-pop, because K-pop takes that that flair, but kind of removes, I guess, maybe the ruggedness of what you would see from the rap and hip-hop in the West. I don't know. It just feels to me more entertaining when it's in K-pop. So for me, this one I guess maybe felt a little bit more too hip-hop in that regard, and just felt like it didn't have that melody that really combines and holds everything together. But the more I listened to it, the more I honestly ended up enjoying it. By the end, I really kind of started to vibe with the playfulness and the hard-hittingness and the hip-hop vibe. I really kind of started to get into it. So if I had the opportunity to react to it again, I think I'll probably end up enjoying it even more and straight up even loving it. I mean, I still like it a lot on this first listen, and the fact that I'm getting glimpses of where this song could end up in terms of how much I like it, I think shows that it's genuinely like a really, really good song, which is why in terms of its rating, I'm also going to give it a solid 9 out of 10. Maybe it's going to get up even higher, but as it stands right now, I like it a lot. It definitely needs to grow on me a little bit more, but from the beginning till the end, my opinion changed completely of this song, so I think it's going to end up being one of my most favorite MCND songs. Like similar, it's going to be pretty much the same case as, like I said, for that Crush album of theirs. Like, some of the songs there are more melodic, some are more like rap heavy and hard hitting, and I might like the melodic songs more than the rap heavy and hard hitting ones, but I still have ended up loving those hard hitting ones a lot as well. Probably just as much, but it's just not quite the same feeling, so it kind of feels like they're less entertaining and less good, you know? But I still like this one quite a lot, and a 9 out of 10 is still a pretty solid rating. I really, really like it. But before we end this video, we have at least one more song to check out, that being MCND's Cruise. So without further ado, let's get into Cruise in 3, 2, 1.
One step kept going, one step kept going. On the sea, baby, see us resting. One step kept going, one step kept going. On the sea, baby, see us resting. 여기 바다 정중앙이 우리 road. 주지 않는 모로 넘어져 no. 움직여 빨리 뛰어봐 비대한 답변 버려 파리까지까지 하는 놈들 마음가짐 여유같이.
Okay, I'm glad the song switched it up because I was gonna say that I'm not really into it so far. Okay, I'm vibing with this so far, honestly. Not, again, too much, but I like it. It feels like a more typical MCND title track. Like, I easily could have seen this be the title track if it was worked on a little bit more. Honestly, this album is freaking solid. I love it. Like this, even the songs that I like less than some of the other ones are still really good and managed to win me over by the end. Like, this is still pretty solid, you know? It has a little bit of a fillerish quality to it as well, but I like it, it's still good. Like, this is really, really good. I haven't genuinely enjoyed as much an album from them as much as this since Crush. Which was a while ago at this point. I believe maybe 2 years? Yeah, if they replaced the chorus with something else, or at least changed it a little bit, I definitely could have seen this be the title track. This is that good. At least it has the vibe of a title track. Man, what is with every fucking group that I love recently doing a fucking pirate influence concept? Did 80s make it that freaking popular? Because like Stray Kids just came back with like a pirate influence or some there was some pirate aesthetics in their most recent music video, and now it seems like, I mean, there was a ship in the title track music video and there was a ship here in the video for this song, but like, why all of a sudden have that influence, you know? Like that aesthetic. But yeah, this was again pretty enjoyable. Like, I'm not as crazy about this as I was for Run and Adventure, but this is still like really good. It's one of the better like MCND songs that I've actually heard, and I'm really happy that this album has turned out as good as it has. Because like, it's not that I've like fallen out of favor with MCND or anything, but I definitely haven't paid as much attention to them in recent times. I haven't necessarily listened to them as much, because I just haven't felt like compelled as much. But now with these 5 amazing songs from this album, I'm definitely gonna be listening to MCND for the next couple of days, at least a little bit. And I can't wait to like get the opportunity to actually listen to this whole album extensively, like when I'm driving my car and traveling somewhere, which I have to do in the next couple of days. So I'll have a prime opportunity to do this. But yeah, I can't wait for that, because like I really enjoyed all of this, but you need kind of more room and more time to really be able to grasp how you feel about many of these songs. And right now I'm in love with this whole album. Like, even if like I like some songs more, I like some songs less, I love this album as a whole. Like, the quality of it is really shockingly high and shockingly consistent. I hope every album going forward from them is of this level of quality. It's probably not gonna be, but man, I love this. I can't believe it's been since Crush that I've loved an album from them this much. This is amazing. I love it. It's insane. And in terms of a rating for this song, I think I'm gonna go with a solid 8.9 out of 10, because I do have some criticisms for this song. I found the beginning a little bit uninteresting, like the first like 10-15 seconds, maybe 20 seconds. Wasn't particularly interesting, so I'm glad when it kind of switched up into, I guess, the melodic portion of it, which at this point you should know that I like when they include the melody more, even if it's like still like a rap heavy and hard hitting song. So that's when I really started to get into it. But I still think like the chorus is a little bit weak, like that ride out the storm. I mean, it's not necessarily bad, but it just doesn't really feel like the most inspired chorus, does it? It just feels a little bit of like, okay, we need to have some kind of a chorus with this vibe, let's just do this. Like, I don't think it's necessarily like too much effort put into it there. And I don't mean it that they didn't put effort, I'm just saying that I feel like there was more they could have done to make it more inspired and interesting, you know? But I still like it a lot. It's just that little aspects like that kind of drag it down a little bit, but not by much. And it's still ultimately how I feel about it after just one listen. My opinions, my ratings might change towards the future. Obviously, there's no way for me to like tell you how I feel about this long term unless I bother to do it during editing, and I'm just too lazy to do that. I'm gonna be honest. I've thought about it before. I've thought about recording like little updates to my feelings about things I've reacted to long term, but I'm just too lazy to bother with that. So yeah, if you want to know, by the time I upload this video, it probably would have been like a month since I listened to this, so you can ask me in the comments how I feel, like whether my opinion has actually changed in any way, shape or form. But yeah, this was a really fun experience. I'm really curious whether you guys enjoyed this album as much as I did. Do you agree that this is their best album since Crush? Do you like it as much as I do? Comment all of that down below and let's have a discussion about all of this. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 2 patrons on Patreon, Deadpool and Corvided, and also a huge shout out to my good friend Yuri for requesting me to do this reaction to MCND, because I would have done it, obviously, probably would have taken a little bit longer, but I would have done it. But I am so glad that I did it sooner, because I would have otherwise had to wait such a long time to get these amazing masterpieces of songs, these 5 masterpieces. So thanks to Yuri for requesting me to do this sooner, and also thank you guys for your support. I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me. You have decided to support me, you have continued to support me in such a long time. I hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the description to my Wattpad, where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you don't enjoy my stories or you simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon, my Coffee account, or my PayPal, where you can pledge support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do any of that, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think it's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!